Stitchy friends, I'm Stephanie and welcome to my channel Little Lion Stitchery where we talk about cross stitch. So I have a lot to talk about. I have a bunch of finishes. You know what, let's start with this one because it's my own pattern. So this is, I just called him Little Brown Bat, and it's a free pattern that you can download from my website littlelionstitchery.com, and it's right on the home page. You just fill out your email, so then the pattern will be emailed to you, or the link to the pattern will be emailed to you. And yeah, I think he came out super cute, like perfect. Come on, there you go, perfect for fall. And I had not tea dyed, I actually just used regular grit dye. I don't know if you can really tell. You can kind of tell. It's very subtle though, which I like my fabrics to be more on the subtle side. So I had, this is 28 count off-white Monaco that I had, that I low immersion dyed with the color taupe, the liquid grit dye taupe. And yeah, I think he is super cute and perfect for Halloween, perfect for fall. I think I mentioned this in one of my other videos, but there were a few days where you can, like, it was like light enough to see, so you just look outside and there were like so many bats catching, you know, bugs or whatever. But there were so many of them, they were so cute. I love bats. I'm sorry if you don't like bats, but so yes, bats, very cute. Come on, there we go. Oh, he's so cute. Oh my gosh. Okay. So many things going on. And then last week, you know, I'll talk about framing a little bit later. So this is finished. This is Love Letters Art Nouveau by Ink Circles, and I just customized it for a wedding gift. Sorry if I keep saying as a wedding gift for our friends who are getting married in 2 weeks. So gotta get cracking on framing this. And I'm framing it myself, so I'll talk a little bit about that later. So this is 28 count. This is just the Artiste brand Even Weave. Yeah, it's 28 count by Hobby Lobby and Zweigart. And I love how it came out. I think it's so pretty, and I feel like it's not too like there's not too many hearts. Like I put this little heart for like the and right here, and then there's like this kind of, you know, Art Nouveau heart, and I made up these swirls over here so that the letters fit, because it's it was a sampler, so it had the alphabet, and I just used that alphabet to customize it, like I said, and then I had to improvise a little bit of the pattern. But I think it came out super cute, and I think they're gonna love it, hopefully. Like I said, and I've mentioned this in my previous videos, it's not like too overly like romantic and girly and like, I don't know, because I know I wouldn't, like personally, like I wouldn't want that. Like I'm not like lovey-dovey kind of like girly. So I think this is like more of a neutral, nice little wedding gift. Yeah, so I have to wash it, and then we're going to get to framing. And then my last finish, I finished, so I don't know if I mentioned this, probably not, but baby Haley came early, and yeah, so I've been trying to get this done. And she's done. Oh yeah, look at those beads. And then I added these roses. I've talked about these in some previous videos, but I got these little aluminum roses. Hold on, let me finish scrolling. But so I got these little aluminum roses from Amazon because the pattern calls for these. They're like Mill Hill, and they're like flowers. They're not the margarita beads. They actually look like flowers. But the pink one, I think, was like discontinued, whatever the problem was. But I saw these and I thought they worked perfectly, so I kind of just attached them like I would. I had to open up, I don't know if I can get this close, but come on. Alright, whatever. But I had to open, focus, there we go. Focus. Do it, camera, do it. Alright, so I attached them though like you would any kind of specialty bead. Why are you... Alright, my arms can't hold this steady for this long. Come on. Focus. Alright, whatever. But like I said, I attached it like you would any other kind of specialty bead, so I had to open up the, and they're very, obviously very like small, I think they're like 6 millimeters, whatever the equivalent would be for the flowers. So if you have the flowers, I mean, use them, but I really liked these, and I will leave a link in the description where you can purchase them. So I attached them like I would. I had to open up, so they're aluminum, so they're not like particularly hard to manipulate. So I had to open up the center little petals so that I could fit a normal seed bead in there to anchor it. That's what I'm trying to say. I put a seed bead in there to anchor it to the fabric, is what I'm trying to say. I don't know if you can kind of see it from there. If it will focus. Why do you keep doing this? I don't understand. Focus. Maybe it's because it's like metallic. So it's like, I don't know what to do. Alright, whatever. Why? Why are you doing this to me, camera? But yes, I think it's so pretty. And I will also leave, so this is a color conversion. Initially the, oh, I'm sorry. This pattern is Letters from Nora by Nora Corbett. And she has like 2 letter series. She has the Letters from Nora, which are the fairies, and then the Letters from Mermaids, which I've done in a previous video. And they're mermaids, obviously. So they're all done in Classic Colorworks. At the time, Classic Color, I think they were called Crescent Colors or something. So those is, I think they were called Crescent Colors. They were called something else. So in the pattern, they're listed as something else, but it's Classic Colorworks. But I converted, sorry, brain fart, until I saw a notification pop up. Ugh, unbelievable. Anyway, so I converted it to DMC, and I also changed the colors. The original colors, the H was done in smoke, which is like a gray. I think it has a hint of purple. I don't know. I don't actually have the smoke in my stash, but I think it's more just like a gray color. And then her dress was yellow. Now, if you watched me for a while, you'll probably know that my favorite color is yellow. But yellow is not everyone's cup of tea, so I thought I would make them really pretty and girly, and I talked to Mike's friend, and he said that that's his wife. She's very, like, girly, so yeah, I made them girly. Like I said, not really my thing, but perfect for a little girl baby. And yeah, I'm very, very happy. So, next week is like my one weekend off before we start doing things every week. So the following week is the wedding. So I have some frames here that I picked up from Goodwill. Okay. So a few weeks ago, I picked up this one. Oh, did I take the sticker off of it? I guess I took the sticker off of it. And it has a double matte. I don't like the double matte. I mean, the matte's fine, but I don't think it's like a conservation matte, because it's brown. Every time. Sorry, that was Link's speeder. So it has a double matte. Oh, the back is so sticky because it has like tape on the back. It's gross. So this is one of the frames that I picked up, and I don't really like the mattes. I'm going to change the mattes out, and I will get to that in a little bit. So yeah, this is one that I haven't disassembled, so this is kind of like a before. It looks like this. It has like, I really like the color of the frame, but it did have some chips. So, and it has like this weird little handle. I've never seen this before. It's very, very interesting. Let's just put that back over here. And then this is my second one that I picked up. And I spray painted. There's like one side, because when I originally spray painted it, I didn't get an even coat all the way around because I was doing it at my grandpa's, and my grandpa, I had to like prop it up against a tree, where actually now I have like a little stand, so it'll be easier to get it all the way around. But it has this really pretty, almost like Art Nouveau kind of focus. Why are you not like focusing today? Come on. I feel like, there we go. So it has this really pretty scroll Art Nouveau pattern, which I think goes perfectly with these, with you know, these little motifs in the pattern. So I spray painted it with gloss white. This one, the extra adhesive, stronger, blah blah blah. I don't know if I'm a fan of the gloss. Well, I don't know, but Mike is really a fan of it. He likes it, so I think I might keep it. The gloss white. Ugh, it's got cat hair. It's got cracking. What's up with this? I don't know. It's got a little bit of cracking, so I might have to put something in it. Oh, and then also, so I don't know if I mentioned this, but so this, with cross stitch, it's very particular. So when you look for frames, I think I got this for $6.99. I think I got this frame from $6.99 at Goodwill. It was either $6.99 or $5.99. I think the other one I'm going to show you was like $6.99. I don't know, but like super cheap for frames. And I think it was these two that I'm going to show, well, this one and the other one that I'm going to show, were originally from Kohl's, and they were $44.99, which, I don't know, that's just crazy. Like, I don't know, I don't like paying full price for things, but also even if it wasn't, so going to Goodwill, that's where I get my frames from. I mentioned this in videos before. Actually, I went to a local frame shop to get some mat board, and I'll talk about that a little bit later. And this older gentleman was like, you know, he didn't want to pay, I don't know, he's like, I'm on Social Security or I'm retired or whatever, and I don't have money to buy expensive frames. And listen, believe me, I know frames can be very expensive, especially when I'm giving them away as gifts. I don't know how, I guess, like, loved they're going to be. But regardless, so I tend to, like, not spend as much money on gifts. I don't say what you will about that, but again, like, I don't know how it's going to turn out, and also we're going to give them money for their wedding too. I don't know, like, you know what I mean? This isn't something that they asked for, so it's just something I'm going out of my way to do because I really enjoy it. Anyway, so framing's expensive, so I go to Goodwill and get super cheap frames and then try and make it work. So, with this, the rabbit, which is the depth of the frame, so, like, this groove right here, if you have something like beads, if you aren't using mat board and you have beads on it, you're going to want a spacer. And my other frame, I actually found a way around it. So you're going to want a spacer so that your stitches don't touch the glass, because if they touch the glass, they can, like, mold, and because the glass can get just not steam, but like perspiration on it, and eventually your stitches can mold and this and that. I haven't heard too many people in the community, like, say that it's happened. Some people have said it's happened, and, like, I know it's a thing. Your stitches just shouldn't touch your glass. But depending on the project, like, I definitely have cross stitch that I put on sticky board and they're smushed up with the glass. Or I just take the glass out. But for nicer things like this, I like to keep the glass so that it just preserves it better. It won't get dirty. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Some stitchers prefer to not have glass. Some stitchers prefer, you know, they want glass. But again, if you're on with the whole glass, you need to put the spacers in. Unless, again, you know, you don't care, you have it touch the glass, like, whatever. I'm just telling you the way I do it and the way professionals, that's the way they frame. So anyway, so this is only a 1/4 inch rabbit, which is a little difficult because I like to pin my cross stitch. And when you pin the cross stitch, you need foam core, which is a certain dimension, and it's too thick with the glass, with the mats, and with the foam core. So I have backing, like acid-free backing board that I'm going to lace instead of pin for this one, because I have to, because I just don't have the space in it, but I really liked the profile of the frame. So I have to lace it instead of pin it. And if I put a double mat, I think it'll give me enough clearance where my stitches aren't going to be touching the glass. So I'm fine on that aspect. Let's talk about mats for a second. Actually, should we talk about frames? No, we'll talk about mats because I got mats for this one too. So for mats, so I have a local framer. I didn't know. They're actually like an art supply store, but they do framing. And they have so many mats. Well, so I'm mad that I did this, and I'm not mad that I did it. So if you go to your local framer, I'm sure they have like supplies that, like excess that they can't use. She was telling me they have whatever the big dimension is for mat board, like the default dimensions. I think it's like, I don't know, 20 by 40. I don't know. They're huge mats, you know? And the machine that they have will cut a mat out, and then they have to cut down the rest of the mat for remnants because I don't know if it's a lack of like a system on their part, because I feel like if someone orders the same mat, they definitely can get a few uses from the same mat board, because right now they just get a piece cut out and they cut down the mat for remnants to sell. And that's where I got a bunch of mats. I have a whole bag here full of mats, but I'm just going to show you the ones that I'm going to be using for these projects. So I thought, and I got a good deal. So I think, you know, the largest size they have is the 16 by 20, and it was like $2, all the way down to maybe like a 4 by 6 or a 5 by 7. It was like 50 cents. So I got some pretty great mats. I got this beautiful, it's suede. It's very, very lush, very luxe, beautiful. I love it. And I think it's going to look so pretty in here. Like, there we go. Right? Am I right? Am I right? And then, so this is the one that the wedding one is going to go in. I don't have enough hands. But I think, you know, it's going to really bring out those dark blues. So I just think this whole thing together. And I was going to try spray painting this black, because I know the bride likes black, but Mike was like, I really like the white, and it is a wedding piece after all. And, you know, white and black go with a lot of different things. So, but yeah, just sunlight. Come on, sunlight. I don't know. I just think it's going to look so beautiful, and I'm so excited. And my grandpa has a mat cutter. So that's kind of my dilemma. I got all these beautiful mat boards because I'm like, my grandpa has a mat cutter. But his mat cutter, like, he has a table and the mat cutter, and it's just got junk on it. Like, there's so much junk on it. And he's like, oh, you can come by and clean it. I'm like, I don't understand why you can't just keep it clean, because it's not the first time I've had to clear off all the junk. And I just am getting so annoyed with it. Plus, a lot of people do it by machine, so it's a little bit more accurate. I mean, I'm not the worst at cutting mats, but, you know, obviously there's human error, and with the machine you don't really, I mean, you can get errors with the machine, but it's a lot more precise to cut mats. So at the framer's shop, because of their machine, they said they couldn't cut the mats for me because they weren't big enough. So they said the minimum that they can cut at is a 16 by 20, and these were like, I don't know, 14 by 18 or something. But yeah, this suede, oh my god, it's so gorgeous. And I don't know, it's probably Crescent. Probably Crescent. I don't know if other brands make these suede mats, but I just looked through all their mat remnants, and they're just so gorgeous. But like I said, if I don't have a mat cutter, it's kind of like a problem. Or I do have access to a mat cutter, it's just still a problem. Part of it is just like, I just want the convenience. I don't want to deal with the hassle of dealing with that. So I should have just maybe either got a mat cut there, or I can do it on Etsy. I've been looking at this mat person who cuts mats on Etsy, and I should have probably just ordered a custom mat from them. I went to Michael's and got a quote for a custom cut mat for the fairy. It's not a very big mat, and they quoted me like $37 just for a mat, which I think is crazy. Like, the mat doesn't cost that much. I don't know. At the frame shop, they said to cut the mat It was like $8 or $9 for the cut, and then the cost of materials, which again, mats don't cost that much. And then on Etsy, it was, for the size that I wanted, like $8 or $9 for the mat, and then $5 or $6 for shipping, which probably out of everything would be, I ordered a sample book, so I'll show that to you guys next week. I ordered a sample book of the mats that they have so I can like pick colors, because that's my biggest problem, is like, I don't want to order mat board and be like, oh, maybe this color is better, maybe this color matches my cross stitch better. I just want like a little sample book and just be able to match it. So obviously on the Etsy shop they don't have all the colors, but they have a good range of colors. Ugh, why is this getting all like crinkly on me? I don't like it. These corners are getting messed up. So I don't mind if it's the corners because you're not going to really see them. But, so I have, I haven't showed you guys. It's coming up very blue, but it's definitely more of like a purple, and it matches perfectly. Sorry about the crinkling. It matches this H perfectly, which is also, so this is DMC 31, I believe, I think it's called Blueberry, and it's definitely like a purpley blue, and this mat just matches it so amazingly perfect. I hope it's in like view here. There we go. So yes, I'm very excited about that. I don't know why I said about. Very excited about that, and here's the frame that I got. So this was originally a different color too. It was gold, but it's like the perfect dimension. So initially I got a different frame to frame the fairy. I mean, but the dimensions weren't quite right, and I would have to use like the mat to kind of frame it instead of the frame actually being the right size and the mat being the right size, which wouldn't have been a big deal. I would have just had to take it in on the sides a little bit, but then I saw this one. Again, it was like $6.99, I think. I saw this one and like perfect. So I spray painted it silver. I'm not sure how I feel about the color. I bought like 3 different silver spray paints because I wasn't sure which one I was going to use. And this is the aluminum, metallic aluminum, just because it has more of a pearlescent color. Oh, sorry. It has more of a pearlescent color instead of the metallic silver had more of a glitter effect, which was, I don't know, it probably would have been different when it dried. I probably should have waited until it dried to really, I don't know, because the table I sprayed, I feel like all of them kind of look the same. So, and then I did spray top coat on it. I've had this for a really long time, and I'm not sure if that's the problem, because it isn't a very smooth finish anymore. I know sometimes it would be, but I don't know if it's just I've had it for so long. I don't know. But which, I don't know, was kind of fine to me. It kind of made the frame a little bit brighter, a little bit more matte, which is fine. And it added kind of like this sandy texture, which is also fine because I also got the spray paint, the hammered silver, because I thought that would look pretty. But yeah, so this is the final effect. I'm not sure how I feel about it, but I think it's going to look really pretty with her. And it also came, so I'll show you a picture on my phone that I had of the original. It also came with this fillet. The woman at the frame store called it a fillet, and I thought it was called, you know, a fillet, like a fish. But I think it is more called a fillet. I don't know. But I'm just going to call it fillet. Anyway, it's an either-or thing. I looked it up. So this goes under your mat. See, now it's focusing fine. Well, it was. So this is going to go under the mat. And yeah, so it's going to go with this purple. Can I hold this and this other thing all at the same time? Probably not, but I don't know if you can. I can't like see my camera and see this and whatever. Alright, when I have it all framed next week, I'm definitely going to show you guys, so I don't know why I'm trying so hard. I just want you to see the vision with me. Be on this journey with me. Oh, the picture. Let's see. I have to go through all my pictures. I had it. So I have a Pixel, and it's really annoying because when I'm scrolling through something, it'll go back. Like, it'll X out of whatever I'm in. Oh my god, Link was being a goofball yesterday. Look at him. Sorry. I just thought it was hysterical. Took a lot of pictures. Come on. We did now. And then I took some pictures. I took some pictures of spray painting it, and I took some pictures of taking apart the frame. Oh, here we go. Oh, but it's not. Oh, there we go. Ugh, I don't want you to turn. Sorry. But you see, so it's the frame and the mat, and then the fillet goes in the middle. So I just think that's gonna look so pretty. I'm very excited, and yes, I can't wait to show you guys next week. It's gonna be awesome. I always forget something every single time. I always forget. After I turn the camera off, I'm like, I forgot to talk about this thing or that thing. The weather's looking good. So this morning it was raining, but the weather's looking good, so I can probably finish spray painting today. I will definitely do a tutorial or something, or I'm definitely going to post it on my blog. I'd like to do a video, but it's just like so hard to film and do and edit the videos and whatever. It just takes so much time. But yeah, taking it apart, it's pretty easy. You just use like a flathead screwdriver to get it'll have little staples in it, or sometimes it'll have nails, or sometimes like little nails. Sometimes I figured for more of these like commercial kind of frames that you would get at least the Kohl's ones, they have staples on them. But use a flathead screwdriver to kind of pry them out. And then usually you can get one side out, and then you want to take some needle nose pliers and really yank them out. One of the frames, I think it was when I was taking apart this frame, it was kind of really annoying to do, but when I was doing the one that I spray painted silver, it wasn't bad at all. Like, it was so easy, and which was very nice. Oh yes, but so for mat boards, you want to make sure that you get acid-free mat boards. So the mats that come in these, I guess commercially or retail frames aren't always the best, and you can tell they've started to change colors because they're not. But, these have a white core. I don't know if you can, there you go, kind of. But these have a white core, kind of my face in half. Such a weird angle. I don't know. But these have a white core, and I believe, well, at least the suede one I know is conservation. This one should be conservation too, I believe. And it'll keep that white core, which I really like. It just makes it look nice and fresh and clean. What do you guys think? Do you like the color of the white? Like I said, I know it's a wedding frame, so white, but eventually she's going to have to hang it in her house and just go with her decor. I don't know what her decor looks like, so I don't know. But do you guys, well, let's choose, there we go. Do you guys like the glossy white? I was thinking of also maybe just changing it to a satin white, but what do you guys think of this gloss white? And then what do you guys think of this silver kind of like metallic look? What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. Alright, I think that's all I want to talk about. I got my spray paints, talked about my spray paints, talked about my stitching obviously, and yeah, so I'm going to get some work done and some framing stuff done. Have a great day. Don't forget to like this video and comment down below and subscribe to my channel. So I will see you later. Bye!